Hey y'all, it's Tasha with Pine Knot Family Farm. Welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be part 2. The other day you seen me bake the cakes for the birthday parties, and today we're going to decorate the cakes. So I'm just going to kind of take y'all along. I'll probably explain a little bit and just have the camera sitting here kind of recording and letting y'all watch me decorate it. So I hope you enjoy, and we're gonna get as much as we can done tonight, and I may have to finish up in the morning before the party. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start on Case's cake, which is kind of an ocean shark theme. I think I told y'all he just got back from the beach last week and he caught a shark. So he was kind of all excited about that. So we're doing the beach theme, shark kind of cake. I've kind of got a couple of ideas that he picked out, but to be honest with you, I'm about to put this cake together, and this is what I do every time I put their birthday cakes together. I wing it. So not really sure. I've kind of got something up here, but yeah, I don't have a strict plan in place. So it's just gonna kind of be go with the flow and whatever looks good. So let's get started. I do like the disposable piping bags. I've got some of the regular ones. They tend to rip and stretch out at the end, and plus these, you just pitch them when you're done. They're fairly inexpensive, I think $3 or $4 for 12 bags, but the other ones stretch out and just don't last that long. You have to just keep washing them and reusing them. So that's what we're gonna be working with today. The first thing I'm gonna do, and I use the buttercream icing. I used to make it from scratch, and actually in Austin's cake, we're gonna be making some chocolate buttercream icing. But I've gotten to where the white buttercream icing, I ordered off the food truck in a 5-gallon bucket. So that's what we've got. It's just much easier than me having to make it all from scratch like I used to. Use, you find these in the cake department. They're the Wilton food colorings. I'm going to take this over to my mixer and I'm going to whip it up. Normally I would just mix this by hand, but I have got a whole lot. Got our icing mixed. This is just a wooden circle that Levi has cut out for me. I've put some aluminum foil on it, and these are the cardboard. You can find these in the cake decorating. Sometimes I just take a piece of cardboard from scrap and cut it out. These are our cakes that we had in the freezer the other day. I just pulled them out. And then I'm going to do is just put some glue, some icing down here that's used like glue. And then I'm just going to use white icing for the center. I don't want too much blue. Everybody's mouths will be turned blue, and we're just going to do white for the middle. We took our cake and flipped it upside down, so we've got a little bit flatter surface to work with. At this point, I'm just going to take off some excess. Now, I will put this cake in the refrigerator, get it really cold, and then I will smooth out all of these edges at the very end. You're just going to want to take and pull that in. Now, dowels. You can just get these at the lumber store, Lowe's, anywhere like that. First one I'm going to just do in the center. Shove it all the way through. I'm going to take a marker I'm gonna mark it. Then I'm gonna let Levi go outside and saw me some of these down, and he's gonna know just to go right below that mark. I tried to wash off and trim the frayed ends the best I could. I'm just gonna stick these down in here. They don't have to be exact spot. We're just looking to distribute the weight for the next layer. And these are 1/2 inch dowels. The refrigerator, chill a little bit, then I'll bring you back, show you how we smoothed out, and we'll start adding our details to it. I've already made several chocolate molds, but I'm going to go ahead and make, I've got a fish on here. I've only got one, so it's going to be a process. And then I'm going to make a couple of more seashells. What I've got here is just some blocks of white chocolate, and I'm going to take just a little bit of shortening, put in each one of them. And this helps your chocolate to not sizzle up and get really hard. It keeps it smooth. So we're going to microwave these for 30 seconds at a time. All right, we are going to stir these up. You can see this chocolate is really smooth since we added the shortening in it. If not, it would tend to seize up. Now, you do not spray these chocolate molds. We've got Case's cake, the Blue Ocean cake. It's in the refrigerator. It's cooling off. And now we're going to make our homemade chocolate buttercream icing. And I'll show you how to do that. We're going to get started on Austin's cake. Then we'll switch them so Austin's cake can be chilling, and we'll bring Case's back out and start decorating it some more. To make the homemade chocolate buttercream frosting, I'm doubling the recipe. So I'm going to give it to you as a single. I'm going to be adding double of everything to it. I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of butter, which is soft, and that's 1 stick. And a 1/2 cup of shortening. Now remember, I'm doubling this on my end once again, and of course, as always, I'm eyeballing it, but it is 1/2 cup for one recipe. You're going to mix these together until they're nice and incorporated. This is just really smooth and mixed together. Next, we're going to add 3/4 a cup of cocoa. I use clear vanilla. Now, you can find this at Walmart. It's by Wilton. It's over in the cake decorating department. It's just a clear vanilla. And it's going to be 1 teaspoon. Mix this together. Got dust flying from the cocoa powder. That's okay. Next, we're going to add in powdered sugar, and it's going to be 4 cups. And I'm going to add 2 at a time, or 2 to start with, and then probably 1 at a time. I think I forgot to hit the record button, or something happened on my camera. Once you add the powdered sugar, it's going to get really dry and crumbly. You're going to add 3 to 4 tablespoons of white milk. And you may need to add more or less. I would start with 3, add more if you need to. You can add powdered sugar more until you get it to the right consistency. What you're looking for is it's thick, but it's spreadable. So you're just going to mix that and it'll get really smooth. I apologize for that cutting out, but just add your 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk at the very end of the powdered sugar and you will be good to go. Our dowels, we've got our first dowel in right here. I've cut a circle for the back of the cake. Put these 3 like this. This should be plenty of support. Cake has been in the refrigerator for a while, and the trick to getting a smooth cake is some hot water. Take your knife, dip it down in this hot water, From here, I will put it back in the fridge again, and when I do the final smooth out, I will take hot water and I will smooth it with my hands and get it completely smooth. Next, I'm going to use a piping bag. If you've never used a piping bag before, some of your fittings are larger, like this one, and you don't have to have these adapters, but for the small ones, you do. So you stick it as far as you can down in your bag, push it back just a little, cut that end off, and it's going to fit with just a little bit of it sticking out. Then you're going to put your cap over it and screw that on. Just a little bit of green icing. I'm going to take our bag slide it halfway under, cup it in our hand. I'm going to attempt to just kind of make some coral. I just decided that I want to make sand around here at the bottom. I was looking for graham crackers. Brown sugar would work, but you don't want people to get it. It's going to get in the cake, and you don't want people to get brown sugar, just a bite of it. So I was going to use graham crackers. I didn't have those. I have vanilla wafers, so use what we have. A really thin layer of icing down. Take these molds. They've been in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. And you can see the fish has already fell out. And that easy. Remember, we didn't spray this or anything. Some of the starfish chocolate molds, this one broke coming out, but I mean, I can still use it like right here. And you'll never tell that it's broken. We've got white seashells. We've got turtles that I made out of chocolate. I think he might go right here. Fish that I am making right now with the yellow. I might make a couple of purple ones later. So I need to figure out where the front of the cake is going to be, because that's really where we want to decorate the best at. Took some kind of chocolate and marbled this seashell, because you know seashells are just all different colors. Got a couple of these chocolate pearls. So we're just going to kind of place them around. He wanted a shark coming out of the top of the cake. I was going to try to make one Rice Krispie treats covered in fondant, and I thought, with 2 cakes going on, I'm not doing that to myself. So I ordered this off Amazon. It's actually a hand puppet. Here is what I've got done tonight. Tell me what y'all think. We are going to smooth it out tomorrow. Got Austin's cake back out. Hot water. We've got a whole lot of smoothing out. Touched up a few more spots. We're going to have to let that chill and get cold. Next thing I did was mixed up some green. Now this is like a moss green. And I have got a tip like this on the end of it. And we are going to start making grass all over the top of this cake. Here we have a chocolate horseshoe. We're gonna write Austin's name on it. Got a bunch of Austin's cattle and stuff because we've got plenty of that. He mentioned that he wanted some fences, so I'm just gonna stick these on here instead of piping them by hand because this mama is tired. All right, so I'm gonna start sticking some things on here. We got a cowboy and a horse that's going on top. I think other than just a little bit of smoothing out, kind of come through here and smooth all this tomorrow morning after it's set overnight. I think this one is done. The Case's cake, I haven't decided if I'm going to make fondant in the morning to write his name across it, or if I'm just going to try to freehand it with some buttercream icing. So we'll have to wait and see how I feel in the morning and decide that one. But it is 11:42 p.m. I am exhausted. I'll bring y'all back in the morning to finalize everything and put the finishing touches on it. We're back this morning, just finishing up. I wrote Case's name on it. I'll smooth that off some more once it gets good and cold. I've got these purple fish that I made. So there we have it. Both the cakes are done. And I hope y'all have enjoyed hanging out with me. The one thing that I hope to get across to at least one person in here is make your kids' birthday cakes. Make your anniversary cakes. Do it yourself. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I'll tell you a quick little story of how I even got started doing this. Austin, his first birthday, I went to our local bakery and I wanted a 2-tiered Mickey Mouse cake with a little bitty smash cake. Didn't think of nothing about it because I thought it's not going to be that much. I was probably thinking $60, $70 at the most. Went to pick it up, pay for it. It was like $130. I was floored, and I told myself I will never do this again. I will learn how to make the cakes myself. And so his second birthday, we had excavators and dozers and just had a little heavy equipment cake. And then come Case's first birthday, we had a monster cookie cake with chocolate chip cookies, and I made a 3D monster cake. Cookie Monster. You can do it. I self-taught myself everything I know. I decided not to do homemade fondant this time just for his name, because to make it up and to dye it and to have all that left over, it just wasn't worth it. So I just popped it on because I already had the green icing in a bag. But I taught myself how to do all that, and you can too. So I just want to encourage at least one person. It's fun. Yes, it's some work. Yes, it takes some effort. It's easier just to go to the bakery and get it, but you get so much reward out of this, and you save a ton of money. Between these two cakes here, I have saved over $250 doing it myself, as to if I would have went and had it done at a cake bakery. So I hope that gives y'all some encouragement. If y'all make y'all's own cakes, leave me a comment below and tell me what all you do. I hope y'all have a great day. We're gonna get this party started. I will leave the finished cakes at the end of this video. I'll show y'all the cake tables we got set up and stuff, so I'll leave y'all with that. But I hope y'all have a great one, and until we see you next time, God bless. Happy birthday to you.